Today we'll start the second chapter, that is Principles of Management. In this chapter we will study two principles. First is Henry Fayol's General Principle of Management and second is F.W. Taylor's Scientific Management Principles. So what is principle? Management principles are broad and general guidelines for decision making and behavior. It helps the manager to think and act accordingly. For example, while deciding about the promotion of an employee, one manager may consider seniority and other may follow the principle of merit. These principles are derived on the basis of observation and experimentation. Now, what is the nature of management principles? Nature of management principle is first universal applicability. You have already studied in characteristics of management that management is universal in nature. This same point is applied here, that management principles are universal in nature. These principles can be applied everywhere, not only in business institution but also in non-business institution like club, hospital, school, colleges, etc. Second, general guidelines. These principles are broad and general guidelines which helps the manager to think and act accordingly to solve all the problems faced in the organization. Third, formed by practice and experimentation. These principles are not made overnight. These principles are formed on the basis of experimentation and observation. When a manager observed that he is overburdened, he divided the work among the subordinates, he delegated the work among the subordinates to get the things done easily. So this is how these management principles are formed on the basis of practice and experimentation. Fourth point is flexible. Management principles are flexible in nature. Manager can change the applying management principles. It can be modified. Principles can be modified according to the situation and circumstances. Where it is required, then only manager has to apply these principles. If it is not required, management principle should not be applied there. Fifth point, mainly behavioral. Management principles are influenced by the behavior of the people. If there is a requirement of applying management principles in the particular situation, then only it should be applied. Otherwise, it should not be applied. Sixth point is cause and effect relationship. Management principles are based on cause and effect relationship. If the work is divided among the subordinates, it will lead to specialization of work. If the work is divided into manageable units, dividing work is the cause, and what is the effect? Leads to specialization. Work will be done easily and manager will get the specialized and expertise work. Seventh one, last one is contingent. Contingent means management principles are applied on the prevailing situation. It has to be applied according to the situation and circumstances. If the situation demands application of management principle, then it should be applied there. Next topic is significance of management. Why these management principles are so important? What is the utility of these management principles? First is providing managers into useful foresightedness and reality. Insight into reality. Providing managers with useful foresight, insight into reality. These management principle help the managers to add to its knowledge, ability, and how these principles can be applied in the real situation. These principles always help a manager to think and act accordingly, and what decision they have to take, whatever problems they are facing, how to tackle the problem in the situation. Management principle help the managers to tackle the situation. Second point is optimum utilization of human and physical resources. Management principles can be applied in a balanced utilization of human and physical resources. Human and physical resources should not be overutilized and they should not be underutilized. There should be a balanced utilization of human and physical resources. And effective administration also, scientific decision. Third is scientific decision. Scientific decision, these principles are, it helps in thoughtful decision making. It should be applied in a planned manner, in a scientific manner. Then meeting changing environment requirement. Management principles help the managers to meet the demand in the dynamic environment. You have already studied in the characteristic of management that management is dynamic in nature. So how a manager has to handle the situation and solve the problem in a dynamic environment, these principles provide them a guidelines to act and think accordingly. Next is fulfilling social responsibility. You have already studied in characteristics and objectives of management that social objectives are to be fulfilled. Every organization has to fulfill the social responsibility. So these management principle helps the manager to fulfill the social responsibility of the business. What are the social responsibility of the business? To give the customers superior quality of products, to provide them eco-friendly product, pollution-free environment, good working condition, etc. Then last one is managerial training, education and research. Management training, education and research. If a manager wants to become a good manager, he has to get through the training. He has to get training, he has to get education, he has to complete the MBA, BBA courses and do the research work. He has to do the practice, experimentation, and then only he can apply his theoretical knowledge into the real situation of business. So that's all for today, students. Thank you.